All right, greetings, travelers. It is week 2 of the Into the Wild League. This is Keith Numbers, your host, and I'm joined by Saucy Mailman. Hello,
Hello,
Saucy Mailman.
everyone. How's it going?
Oh, it's a wonderful day in Hearthstone Paradise.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
Saucy Mailman, I was told you were not actually a mailman.
That is correct. I am not.
Oh, man, I was hoping you could deliver some mail. All right, anyway.
I need some mail
anyway,
delivered.
I have a package.
Right?
All right. So this week or today, this second part of a doubleheader. Hope everyone's excited because we have Mike Lowe versus Navillus. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with these fine gentlemen, both of them are pretty. What's the word I'm looking for?
Slightly above average.
They are frequent content creators in the Hearthstone Wild sphere. Mike Lowe is the new commissioner of the United Hearthstone League and has a podcast called ZG Talk Radio. Navillus is has his own presence on on a Twitter called What the Deck, highlighting awesome decks of the Wild format and does some standard stuff too. So both of them create the content and play a lot of Wild mode in Hearthstone. So we're
Mm-hmm.
pretty excited to have them. So uh, this week our format is well. This week we have deck building challenges for the format. So instead of anything goes for the deck building, we have one deck needs to be a quest deck. It
Uh-huh.
has to include the Ungoro quest and be built around it. Um, one deck has to be a popper deck, so only basic and commons, no rares, no
Yep.
legendaries, no epics at all. And the last deck must contain cards from only classic, basic, goblins versus gnomes, and Boomsday. Uh, so the mech sets, so to speak.
Yep.
Coming to the match, Navillus is bringing Paladin, Rogue, and Priest versus Mike Lowe's Priest, Paladin, and Warlock. So let's take a moment to talk about the decks, kind of get everyone up to speed. These uh, these lists are not public to the players, but they have been revealed to us. So let's give a quick breakdown of them right quick. Now on Mike Lowe's side, Mike Lowe is bringing for his GVG Boomsday deck a Mech Paladin deck,
Mm-hmm.
including Noyatron, Loot Hoarder, Mechano Egg, Rusty Recycler at the top end, and Kangar's Endless Army. Very interesting. Um, for the Popper deck, he's got Zoolock, including Fungalmancers and Dread Infernals at the high end, Flame Imps, and Noyatron's Voidwalkers on the low end. His quest deck is Quest Priest. This looks to be includes Dead Ringer, includes Gilded Gargoyles, Sylvanas, Archbishop Benedictus.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's got to be a crazy long grind of a game right there. I can see it coming. All right, and on Navillus' side, he's also bringing a Mech Pally. This one looks to be more low to the ground aggro deck. Um, Low end includes like Clockwork Gnomes, Mecharoo into War Gear, Ziliax. He also plays Kangaroo's Endless Army, but he plays Divine Favor, so more low to the ground style deck. His quest deck is a Rogue Quest. Pretty much card for card what you would see on Standard Ladder, except instead of Mimic Pod, he plays Gadgets and Ferryman.
Uh-huh.
If y'all remember
All star.
the OG bounce card
Yeah.
from Mean Streets of Gadgets. And
It wasn't bad.
all right, what is going on here? Hold on. I didn't mute my stream.
Nice. That's what I'm talking
Oh
about.
man, nobody's a professional here. Okay, all right. Last but not least, Interfire is the popper deck. That is Navillus' priest deck. So he's including Topsy Turvy in addition to Interfire for some
Yeah.
redundancy there, but some classic combo priests there, some really cheap and low to the ground stuff.
I like that.
Yep. What What are you excited to see there, Mr. Saucy
So
Mailman?
I
Like
love Benedictus, so I'm hoping we see some sweet Benedictus play. I like the idea of doing Priest as the Pauper deck, though. I think it makes a really good class for that, just being able to do the, Divine Spirit, Inner Fire, kill him. So we'll see. I'm excited for the Paladins, too. I think Paladins, a great mech class, so we had, in the game before, we had some Benedictus, so I'm hoping to see some Benedictus.
Benedictus is about as greedy as it gets, man.
I love him so much.
Saucy Mailman's got a need for some greed, and I'm actually gonna root for the Inner Fire Priest just so we can shatter your dreams, man.
No,
I have to be that guy.
Devil, you just want to be able to go to bed at some point tonight.
Oh my God,
I'm ready. Let's go all day.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get these guys started then.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll let them know they're good to go.
Yep.
Doo-doo-doo. Beep, beep, beep. That's the sound of technology.
Sounds about right.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm excited. I like the deck restrictions, though. It's so fun.
It definitely takes all the players outside of their regular comfort zones. I mean, if you've got people playing just the strongest decks on ladder, things get kind of old really quickly. So it's nice to see some cool stuff. Like the Benedictus deck is pretty cool, but there's also like having the Pauper restriction too. You're gonna see a lot of decks that are just that contain a lot of powerful cards that anyone can craft or is going to have in their collection. They can just take the ladder and have a pretty decent result at any stage of the ladder, really. Like that's one of the things that I try to champion. I mentioned people whenever I can is Hearthstone's only as expensive a game as you make it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so like the Inner Fire Priest and the Zulok are both excellent examples of decks that you can play without spending a penny on this game and do particularly well. So I'm interested to see how those decks work out.
All right, just waiting for him to do it. Yeah, we had in the games I casted before this, Wildcard was playing and brought a couple Mimiron's head decks. So we had never got to see him turn into the Mega Wind Fury.
That's a shame. I tuned into the last game where it was where Daedriva was playing the Quest Priest, right? Mm-hmm. And like I saw her entomb the Mimiron's head, and I was thinking at that point I was like, man, nobody wants to have fun today.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, I just want to see some Mega Wind Fury.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh man, nobody's bringing Mimiron's head in these games though, so we're not going to see it today. But
I guess I better leave. All right, that was a good stream, guys. I'm out of here.
Don't leave me by myself.
I'm just here for Mimiron's heads. That's all I want.
He's just here to make Mega Wind Fury minions and deliver packages. That's it. That's all he's here to do.
Yep. I'm here to deliver your package in Mega Wind Fury style. I can deliver 4 packages a turn.
4 packages. And they're all going face.
They're all going to hit you real hard. Always face.
Always face.
Comes with my friend Flamepung Totem.
Man. So what are we waiting on at this point?
I'm waiting for... I let them know they can go, and all right, I think they're about to start.
All right, so I'm going to start specking. Who do you got on the bottom there?
Mike Lowe.
Oh, I've got it reversed here. Let me get it so we can talk intelligently on this.
I will fight with honor.
There we go.
I will command the light.
All right, there we go. So we got Pally versus Pally. And we're off to the races.
We're not wasting any time whatsoever.
No.
All right, so looking at Mike Lowe's mulligan here. So he's the Mechano Egg deck, all about buffing some eggs with the magnetic mechanic. He keeps Shield and Moneybot, Blessing of Kings, Rusty Recycler.
Annoyantron's not a bad pickup.
Yes, well met.
We got some good sportsmanship going on.
Oh yeah.
The well met, and Navillus like, no, BM with the thank you, let's go.
No, no BM here.
Ooh,
All right,
good
so
pickup.
yeah, so Mech Warper's going to go nuts pretty soon if Navillus doesn't do anything about it. But unfortunately, Navilus's hand doesn't really have any business.
Yeah, I love Mike just playing it too, because you're like, what is the other paladin going to do to deal with this on turn 2?
Apparently, not very much of anything.
Oh no! Do you just go
That
all
second-
out? You just go bananas?
It looks like it.
Oh, I love it.
He's just going as wide as possible.
I love
The
it.
Annoyatron, Shield a Minibot. I doubt he trades with the Mech Warper. He's just going to go face, I assume?
Love it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Face is the place.
You got an Annoyatron. No one's getting through that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Coin into... What's Mr. Navillus up to here? Mr. Navillus...
The Annoya module.
Yeah, he has a very thick hand here, so I'm thinking that that's a juicy 4-drop. He's thumbing over the Blessed Kings.
Now it's like, whatever, I'm going to make this big old boy. You have to deal with it.
Well, he has to mow through all the stuff that Mike Lowe has. Like, he's probably going to curve into the Annoyatron, the Annoya module into Giggling Inventor to slow things down. But yeah, Mike is blistering through all of this. It's a massive board presence right here.
I love that. You can play the Annoyatron, deal with this 5/4, keep a 6/6 on the board. Dang, that's just the power of Mech Warper, right?
Yeah, Mech Warper turns something like 8 mana worth of plays into something he could do before he even hit 4 mana. It's really insane.
And just look at the amount of cards in Navilus's hand versus in Mike Lowe's hand.
That's a 3 mana Ziliax. Wonder if he's going to attach it to anything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. It's probably one of the Annoyatron. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
That lets you get 6 to the face. Just punch him. Do him a big
Yeah,
face hit.
Clock him for 11 total.
That's not bad.
And Mike Lowe has some ruthless gameplay right here. He's cutting some throats. Navillus fires back with his Giggling Inventor. Giggles
so good.
The all-star of standard here. He's going to absorb at least 4 attacks here. So we're probably going in with the Annoyatron, the small Annoyatron.
That's just lethal, right?
The 1/1.
The War Gear on the 6/6.
Yeah, this is definitely lethal. He has 4 attacks that can break through, attach the War Gear to one of the big things, and go face. It's over. It's over. That was such.
Yep.
That was such a blistering start.
Yeah, that was crazy. Those Mech Warpers.
This is the kind of thing somebody just gets on Reddit about. Like, just like somebody is gonna mad post on Reddit immediately after this game. Not even Navillus. Somebody's just gonna do it on his behalf.
Jeez, that was a fast first game. When we said we were off to the races, Mike Lowe not spinning any time. He's like, I got dinner plans. I gotta finish this game quickly.
He fired that gun at the starting line. All right. Well, let's see what they queue up with. No, Navillus is going to need to pick up a game with that Paladin deck. So maybe he gets a better hand next time he queues it up. But we'll see what happens. Mike Lowe still has his Warlock deck and his Priest deck. The Priest deck being the Quest Priest. Was it the Quest Priest or the Underfire Priest? Let me go back to this. No, Navilus's was the Underfire Priest. My mistake.
I do like the idea of Priest as the Pauper deck. Pauper deck, it's hard to build, thinking back, just like everything has to be commons. It's pretty tough when you're going against stuff like Dr. Booms.
The Divine Spirit Underfire is the classic Priest combo. It goes back to antiquity.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right, so it looks like we got Mike Lowe on the Warlock, Navillus on the Paladin again.
All right, so Mike Lowe's Warlock deck was the Pauper deck, so it's all commons, all basics, and he's playing apparently some interesting choices here. We have Demonic Project in the main. We have Cabal Chemist. I'm expecting to keep the Voidwalker, maybe the Dark Bomb, and throw everything else back. Navillus has Giggles, Divine Favor, and Kangaroo's Endless Army, shipping all that back.
I think Chemist is a reasonable keep. Cabal Chemist is like above average in Warlock.
You think so? Okay.
I played one in Reno Lock for a while.
That makes sense. Like I remember way back in the day when Reno Lock was standard, where you'd see cards like Cabal Chemist in it. And in Pauper, it makes sense because it draws you a card that's better than most of the things
the
that
garbage
your
in your
deck
deck,
anyway.
right?
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. All right, so Mike's back up to the early game presence with the Void Walker and the Kobold Librarian. Navillus fires back with the shielded mini bot, just holding there. Mike doesn't look like he's doing any trading here.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Just go Fizz. Get some damages when you can.
Yeah, make Navillus worry about where he's sending all his stuff.
You've got, a Noyatron and Void Kid there, so it's going to be hard to get through. He's thinking about it, though. I wonder if he's thinking about breaking the Kangaroo.
He's got to be thinking. He's going to be thinking about his next turn, too, right? Like, he has no 3-drops, so his next turn's either going to be Dark Bomb or Tap. So
Dark Bomb on the 2/2's fine. Okay.
It looks like he's doing some trading.
That's reasonable. If he thinks the game's if he can keep it long enough. Ooh, Galvanizer, that's interesting. Baby Thaurissan.
Oh yeah. Particularly effective. Like there were a lot of effects in Boomsday that do a lot of mana cheating. I think that was a bit of a theme in Boomsday, to be honest with you. All right, so Mike picks up the Flame Imp to go with his tap to fill out the curve for 3 mana there, which is excellent pickup.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yep. Navillus looking to use all of his mana here, so he's attaching a Replicating Menace.
Seems fine.
Yep. Replicating Menace trades very well into the Flame Imp. Makes those microbots.
Now he can either protect it with the Tar Creeper, his 3/2. Can just play a Chemist. It's not terrible.
I'm thinking, I like the Tar Creeper play.
Yeah. Tar Creeper has a big old butt.
It does. He's gonna go face with the Flame Up, of course. I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, no reason to hold that back. Now
okay.
Navillus.
I mean, it keeps your Tar Creeper more alive.
I think I would have rather, if he was just gonna trade it, I would have rather had him play something else. But well, we'll see what Navillus does here. He has a few options. He can Zilliax and just run train on that Tar Creeper, or
just throw it on a Giggles.
Throw out Giggles.
You have to be thinking about your next turn if you're Navillus.
Definitely. If he's trying to fill out 5 mana here, his 6 mana play, he can just play Zilliax again or continue with the Annoya module.
Probably hoping he can pull out a Mech Warper.
Yeah, definitely needs to round out that curve there. So Mike finds Demonic Project.
Probably wish
Demonic Project. Yeah, Demonic Project feels really underwhelming in this kind of matchup. It doesn't do anything.
I mean, he'll get a Void Daddy though, or a or Jiraxis or something.
Rub your hands together and say a prayer to RNGesus.
Yep,
my
exactly.
friend.
I know my Demonic Projects always give me Void Lords.
Yours, man. My Demonic Projects always give me the Lifesteal Mistress or the I got Unlicensed Apothecary the other day.
He's an all-star.
And I just stopped playing Reno Lock because it just made me upset.
I like the Dread Infernal. I'm just in general.
Dread Infernal cleans up a lot of this, but the Hellfire is just going to do better at cleanup.
Oh yeah, I just like it in the deck.
Yeah, I
agree.
It's a big thing and it's cheap. I love it.
Especially because he's playing that common card, Gul'dan, Blood Reaver Gul'dan.
This is a common card.
Yeah, just bomb it. It keeps your 3/2 alive.
I mean, it's common in the sense that I got it with my Lich King fight. That was my free. No, that wasn't my free Death Knight. Oh, there's the Mech Warper. There's Annoya module. Probably gonna attach to something.
I think I'd rather get the Giggles out here. Round out your mana better.
If he giggles here, he can't trade. Like, but he's probably just thinking, no, I don't really need to. He's gonna let Mike trade into him and just hold back.
Ooh, Imp Gang Boss. That's a card I really like.
Imp Gang is kind of a blast from the past. You used to see this all the time in old Zulok lists.
It was just like, are you playing Warlock? You play 2 Imp Gang Bosses, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of an auto include. Even the Reno decks were playing it.
Yeah, I played it in Reno for a long time.
Yeah. You don't really see it very much anymore, though. No. But Zulok has so many good packages these days.
All right, let's see what happens. Roll the dice. Oh, Howl Fiend.
That feels like one. That feels like a demonic project that I would get.
That
Holy
seems
smokes.
a little bit less powerful than the minion he had before.
That Felguard's pretty good for Navillus too.
Yeah, when you have nothing in your hand, you don't really care. You're like, all right.
Yeah.
And he's going back to 8 mana.
Just think of what he gave up too. Like it was a Noya module, right? Like Felguard is just also a Noya module. Yeah. You just can't attach it to anything. Navillus is gonna get some of those trades. Probably going face here.
Yeah, Mike Lowe's down to 15 health.
Not for much longer, man. Not for... Oh, okay. I guess he is going to do some trading there.
Ooh, luckily for Navillus, no Defile here. Freezing Potion.
All right, we'll see. Oh, that Cabal Chemist.
He was definitely going to... some damage.
Yeah, he was definitely going to be hoping for like Dragonfire Potion or Fellfire or something to keep him in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So that was an unfortunate rip. That Blessing of Kings.
10 damage. Wow, he would have just had lethal if he didn't have Freeze Potion.
Yeah, no kidding. So the Freezing Potion's kind of a blessing, but really, like, Mike doesn't have anything to get back into the fight with.
All right. Let's see what we can do, Mike. Let's see what we can do.
I think he's just going to play the Howl Fiend. Like, he's just going to do it.
You just do it to show how cool you are, but I don't think... Oh, you got to silence... You can silence your own Howl Fiend. The combo, the synergy is real.
It's a 3-mana 3/6 that you had to pay another 3 mana to make it not bad.
Right? So good. Just a good card. Oh yeah, I get the B and Kangors. We did it. We did it, Reddit. All right, well we got 1-1. The Paladin's showing really strong.
Navillus evens it up. So both of those Paladin decks had some really impressive showings there.
Mech Paladin, like, it's just good. Well, no matter what flavor you build it.
Yeah, it's doing okay here, definitely.
It's just one of those decks, like, it's very, like, it's just a good, like, solid deck, you know?
Definitely. I'm wondering if Mike's going to stick with the Warlock deck and try to grind out his win with that, or if he's going to go and switch to his Priest.
Yeah. As long as we get to see Priest versus Priest, we'll be good.
Yeah. The Priest was the Archbishop Priest for Mike, by the way. So maybe he's gonna leave that for the best for last there. I know you were excited for the Archbishop Priest.
I want to see a hot Benedictus.
Sounds a little risky there.
No, Benedictus is, you know, he's pretty risque.
Benedictus is saucy, just like this mailman.
Saucy Benedictus. Oh
Saucy
man.
Benedictus.
I'm changing my website, changing my Twitch stream. We're all in on Saucy Benedictus.
How much does it cost to change a domain name in 2018?
$4,000.
I haven't had a website.
I don't know.
I
can't do that. I can't start over. Oh, guys, it has happened.
Oh Lord.
It has happened. All right, Mike Lowe, don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Light smiles upon the just.
So I predict one of the priests is gonna win.
All right, so Mike's quest deck. I see no reason to mulligan this hand.
No,
Navillus. Navillus' hand's really solid too. Yeah, so they both full keeps.
I feel like Navillus could be slightly favored in this because you can actually just kill them. So we'll just have to see.
I've never actually seen the mirror emotes before.
Yeah, it doesn't happen that often.
No, it doesn't.
Now you let Navillus draw, but you really can't worry about that in this matchup. I don't feel. Are you just gonna?
It's I mean, he doesn't really have anything else to do, right? Like if he doesn't let the Northshire pick up a draw there, then he's not doing anything.
Oh man,
He
is he
can't
going
really
full
afford to do that.
Northshire?
Is someone injured?
He
Oh,
went
no.
full Northshire.
He just needs a circle of healing.
So let's see what we get here.
Ooh,
Probably
another
just
punish.
play out all of those crystalline oracles.
Yeah. Swamp Dragon Egg. Interesting.
He's going to complete that quest really quickly.
Yes, he is.
Have the Twilight's Call on deck here after the Duskbreaker clears.
The Swamp
Assuming
Dragon
that
Egg is
happens.
interesting because it gives you a dragon for your Duskbreaker. I kind of like that.
Yeah, that's some sweet synergy there.
I'm going to be
Navillus
sad if he
has-
doesn't draw cards here.
I think he's going to draw cards.
All right.
Valence chosen. All right, so there goes the Northshire.
Okay, not bad. Got one Divine Spirit in. Light
There's a
Bomb.
dire mole for some reason. I think he's going to suit up this Valence and start beating up on clerics.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah,
You want the egg to die at some point, but now you got a 2/7 butt.
that's a dragon wearing a suit.
Yeah.
That's a dragon egg wearing a suit.
I never realized how cute the art on Dragon Egg or Swamp Dragon Egg was, probably because I've never seen the card get played.
Oh yeah. I tried playing that once on my free to play account. Like I had I was just trying to complete like a quest priest, not quest priest, but a priest quest. you know what I'm talking about.
Yep. Ooh, yes, Sarah.
That's a spicy pickup.
Well, now you
All right,
get to do
so
it.
he's gonna be able to do that trade,
Yeah.
play that
that's
Duskbreaker, clear that Northshire.
I wonder if Mike Lowe has any idea what Navillus is trying to do by now. He hasn't really played much except some Northshires. He drew.
The dire mole is a little weird. Like he's seen two cards besides what's been played from Navilus's deck: the dire mole and the Valence chosen. Right. So Valence chosen, just if you have a tempo based priest deck, you would expect to see the Valence chosen. The dire mole kind of leads into that. He may not necessarily believe it's Inner Fire yet, but we'll see. He has like Navillus has just been able to build a very imposing board back up. So Mike fires back. Yeah. Mike fires back with the Twilight's Call.
I like that. I like that hit.
Yeah, that's a very solid hit. I mean, it's free realistic.
Exactly. Let the pain
Navillus
speak to
throwing
me.
out that Acolyte of Pain. So Navilus's plan right now is going to be to continue to manage Mike Lowe's board, beat him up a little bit, and try to draw into the Divine Spirit Ender Fire combo. And Navillus plays, in addition to the Divine Spirit Ender Fire Classic combo, he also plays the new Topsy Turvy card, which is a new new combo priest classic.
Wow, he got real good hits on those. What are those? Shadow Ascendant? Is that its name? Yeah,
Yep.
I knew its name. Go me.
Doing a good job at that of that cast in there, buddy.
Yeah. I knew a card name.
So we've got that Light Bomb. Light Bomb clears everything to the Acolyte of Pain. Might be worth it.
Get those eggs.
Oh yeah, there's the Awaken the Makers. That
Which is a good. You're like at any time I can just go to 40.
yeah. Pretty massive heal and that he's got
You
on
wanna see a
deck.
light bomb?
He's thinking about it, but no, he's going with the Dead Ringer instead. Dead Ringer, Cabal Talon Priest. He's opting not to buff the Dead Ringer.
I hope you like my invention.
Do you like my invention? So how much can he do here? Not much.
So he picked up Enter Fire there, so he can Valence plus he can Valence Divine Spirit Enter Fire. That is 6 mana. He's a little short, but he has Radiant Elemental, so he can actually make it work. So you play the Radiant Elemental, Divine Spirit, Valence Chosen Divine Spirit, and the Inner Fire. The question is, what do you buff?
I think you want to hide it though, because you don't want him to play his Amara.
Yeah, he's nowhere near nowhere near lethal. He needs to start doing damage in order to close that gap.
Sylvanas, she's looking good.
Sylvanas is a pretty big pickup there, and it'll help Mike manage that board a little. Mike's got some pretty big and juicy things in the pipe, though. He's got that light bomb to clean up. He's got Obsidian Statue. Just needs to kind of stabilize. The longer the game goes, the better it is for Mike.
Gonna silence that egg. Yeah, I like that better.
Yeah, he's just going face here.
Yo, you got to.
Yeah.
And just hope that if his board doesn't get cleared, and if Mike doesn't see the combo coming and puts in Amara, this could be scary. Deathlord's a good pickup.
Deathlord's again a big part of the stabilization plan, but I think he just light bombs here.
Yeah, it's a solid light bomb. You deal with everything going on. And you gotta be assuming something's going on Navillus' side.
Yeah. So Navillus picks up his big combo piece, Stormwind Knight. So Stormwind plus Valens plus Divine Spirit Identifiers at 18 damage. So does he have enough mana for it? Let's see. So he has Stormwind plus Reading Elemental 6. No, he's one short.
He's 1 mana off.
Yeah, if he had 9 mana, then Mike would be dead right here. Absolutely. So he's not gonna have to go with the slower line.
Yeah. Which I think isn't. I mean, it's not what you want to see, but it's not the worst.
Yeah. Let's see what else. So he can go with
probably just Turtle and heal your guy.
Yeah. Turtle's solid. Turtle, like just build a board, go face. So we'd expect Mike here to play Obsidian Statues.
Yeah.
Or Psychic Scream. That's a big pickup there. It solves the problem. But if he Psychic Screams, he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, no, he has 2 mana for the heal, so not quite dead. That's a big thing. So let's see. Let's do the does Navillus have lethal check here? Silence, Valens, Divine Spirit Identifier. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. That's a lot of damage. And he gets a good heal.
It's 8, 16 from the Tortolan alone. Yeah, so he's got 20.
Yep. That's gonna do it. Pauper Priest looking good. Looking good. Navillus up 2-1.
Navillus just had to crack the shell open there.
All that means is I get to see another shot at potentially getting some Benedictus.
You're all about the Benedictus.
I love that card so much. I've tried to make so many decks with it work.
You just love 40-minute Hearthstone games.
I sure do. I really do. That's why I like playing Reno Warlock and Quest Priest. Oh man.
Have you ever played a Dead Man's Hand Mirror?
Yeah, it's great. Hour long. You're just like, all right, and you just like hope your opponent has something more important to do than you have to do. That's how you win that matchup. You're like, hey, I'm chilling, I'm streaming, I don't care.
that might just be the worst thing ever, man. Like I refuse to play. Like I play a lot of Control Warrior. I refuse to play Dead Man's Hand Warrior. You want to know why? Because I don't want to play that mirror.
See, I want it all day. My win con is you having more of a life than me. That's the win con.
That's like somebody like there are like there's an entire tribe of people that hangs out at rank 15 playing Dead Man's Hand Warrior against each other, and that's it. That's all they do.
But you better hope at rank 15 they just don't know how to play it right. So you're gonna win. You make a troll account and you only get cards just for Dead Man's Hand Warrior, and you never.
And it's all golden too.
Yeah,
it's all
gold. Don't care. Gold Dead Man's Hand. That's the world I want to live in. All right. So it looks like we get another shot at Benedictus Priest against the Rogue. Ooh, Quest Rogue.
So Navillus here is going to be the fun police.
So this is the deck we were talking about a little bit before we went, and that deck just seems like good quest rogue.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't see any bad cards in the list.
So just go to www.vicioussyndicate.com, click on the first Data Reaper report link that you see there, take out 2 Mimic Pods, put into Gadgets and Ferrymen, and that's the deck.
It's crazy.
That's the deck. Yeah. Especially like this matchup here. This matchup here is, I hate to be that guy and say this, but it's abysmal for Mike. From that perspective here, because he's a slow, grindy deck, and Quest Priest just eats slow, grindy decks.
Yeah, Quest Rogue definitely wants to just play this matchup specifically. So we all need to give Mike Lowe some energy, because I gotta see that Benedictus. So
everybody raise your hands and contribute to the Archbishop Benedictus Spirit Bomb.
Yeah. Everyone get your prayers to Yogg Saron out. Let's go.
Rub your hands together, draw a story circle, cross all your fingers and toes.
Gilded Gargoyle, basically just cycling a coin. Love it.
Just gonna hit the Gilded Gargoyle.
No,
Navillus gonna show that He's gonna show the Gilded Gargoyle who's boss.
He don't care. He's like, whatever.
Like,
I dare you to heal that gargoyle up. Oh crap, he did it.
Mike Lowe's got to be thinking, man, I wanted to hit you too.
Yeah, he's like, great.
I'm glad we're on the same team here, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, so Navillus spins the prep on the Elven Minstrel there to draw that card. I think I would have rather seen him save the prep. Normally, you want to prep Vanish or prep Quest Reward.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Probably pull the Psychic Scream? Can't have too many Psychic Screams against Quest. Yeah.
Yeah, Psychic Scream's going to be a big deal.
And you got to kill his minion, right? Because you're afraid of him just pulling it back?
Well, Shadow Word Pain makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And just keep going base.
If you can kill him before he can quest, like, it's pretty good.
Yeah. There's Novice Engineer. So,
Liking some inventions. Ooh,
yeah, Navillus isn't close to completing the quest with anything. So, but doing Shadow Step Novice is a good first.
And you can Gorgonzola.
Definitely. There's the Sonya pickup too. Sonya is super strong.
Sonya is such a bananas card in this deck, especially when you have all the giggles.
Yeah. Alright, so Mike Lowe picks up the Death Lord.
Mike Lowe could play 6 mana if he wanted to. You probably have to worry about Gorgonzola.
If I'm Mike, I need to manage this board.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't let Gorgonzola live.
Can't let any of this live.
That's also true.
Yeah, Mike doesn't know about the Sonya. The Sonya is just gonna eat his lunch here. Like, it's gonna beat him up and steal his lunch money in a minute.
Just Sonya here, you gotta get so he's at 2 out of 5. So it lets you smash into this, play another one, and then play the other one if he wants. So if he picks up a Shadow Step, he could just complete the quest, or one of the ferrymen.
That's a thought. Let's see what else he has in the hand. 2 Gigglings. He has Wax Elemental. He has
Giggle's
Sonya.
also just good.
Yeah. Not much that Mike can do about that except for Coin Psychic Scream. And that's probably Navillus' thought here. Like, yeah, Giggling Inventor's super solid because, like, even if what's the worst that can happen here? Like Shadow Word Death or not? Shadow Word Horror. Horror.
Which he didn't see it last game. He doesn't know if it's in the deck. I mean, he doesn't even technically know what he's playing against too much other than just a Quest Priest.
Yeah.
He didn't see a ton of it last game.
It just made a big guy and killed him last time, so who knows?
I have no time for games.
Love it.
Sylvanas.
He says, deal with it.
Navillus probably just ignores this.
Sonya, you could get back another Giggle. If you wanted, you could get an Annoyo. You actually start filling your hand too much. You have too many cards if you Sonya.
Yeah.
It's like the problem.
Right. So the Glacial Shard pickup, he gets to freeze the Sylvanas. So that's the thing he can do. He can vanish. No, vanish doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah, if he vanishes, he's gonna. You'd have to trade some minions into the guy so it doesn't come back into your hand.
He has to develop that quest though. Like he can't really afford to let that not happen.
Yeah. He has to develop the quest and also not mill it.
That is true. With this many cards in hand, that's one of those old school Ungora mistakes right there. I've made that mistake
Oh
before. I'm
yeah,
not ashamed to admit it.
absolutely. Especially when you're learning it, you're just like, oh wait, that actually is a card that goes into my hand. Crap.
Yeah, it's even worse after you Valera it. Like if you Valera, if you play the Valera Death Knight before you complete the quest.
Interesting. You opted to do just nothing.
Now attack again. I guess he's trying to bait into a vanish or
Maybe.
draw more cards to see if he can put together a plan of attack here. But I mean, really, what's Mike gonna do? Mike has two attacks and needs 3 to beat the taunt wall.
He could play a Lich King if he wants to. He could Zola the Sylvanas. Could just do
What
nothing.
death rattles have died for Twilight's Call? Does that make any sense to consider that?
Just the one that draws a dude. I think. What else? He's only played what? He's played 3.
Okay. Maybe he does coin Lich King here. It looks like he's weighing his options there. I
mean, you got to be worried about Vanish, right?
Yeah, but there's not. You can. There's only so much you can play around Vanish in this matchup.
This is definitely turned into a weird stalemate. Deathlord just has such a big butt.
Deathlord's doing work.
He's doing his job. He's looking for a bounce effect.
Third Novice Engineer for the quest.
So the Gilneas draw is one of the. Oh, no, it doesn't guarantee.
He's going to vanish here.
Love it. He does have 10 cards in hand, though.
I guess his thought here is that he doesn't really need what's on top of his deck.
Well, he can complete the quest with the 2 novices, but he has to play something first. Or else we do have to worry about.
Yeah.
Border kind of sucks.
He's thumbing over that Novice Engineer super quick, man. He has me worried.
Oh no! Don't do it.
Don't.
Navillus.
Not like this.
No.
Not like this.
Not like this.
Not like this.
Oh,
Come on.
You see it. You see it.
Yeah, you do.
Oh no.
Wait, are we supposed to be like on Mike Lowe's side? What's going on here?
Oh yeah, Mike Lowe. I need Benedictus. All right, so he got there. Whew. In our interviews, we have to mention this spot in time where my heart stopped.
Oh.
The moment in time where Saucy Mailman's heart stopped altogether.
He might make your heart stop again. He still has 10 cards in hand.
I'm so stressed out right now. Oh, I can't handle it. My heart.
What is he trying to do?
I like that. I like the Eyes to Michi. Sure. Wax Elemental. How annoying is that card?
It's going to be super annoying. Well,
Michael
Mike
does
has
have the
this-
Scream. And he could have more Screams. He's got Shadow Visions.
yeah, that scream came out of another Shadow Visions too, so he has a maximum of 4 Psychic Screams.
And Michael being smart, not playing out the Lich King or the Obsidian Statue before the Scream. I like that.
Yeah.
This has been an interesting game.
I'm definitely curious to see what Mike Lowe does here, though. Like, it's weird because he can't really develop anything. Otherwise, all of his minions get caught to his Psychic Scream. But if he Psychic Screams now, then he doesn't have a way to fire back against Navillus once he completes the quest.
Mike knows that he has the other engineer, so he knows he can complete the quest next turn.
Yeah.
So it is scary, with all those minions, all those manions.
He's gonna. Was he considering Zoling the
Deathlord?
the
Oh, the
Lothep?
Lothep would be good. Then he can't really play it.
Oh, there's Lich King.
All right, he's just gonna let the quest happen, and he says, "You know what? I'll play an 8/8." Frostmourne's a good pickup. My heart can't stop beating yet. It can't start.
All right, well, we'll see what Navillus does here. Navillus, like, he needs to play one of the 1-drops before he does anything.
Yeah. But the patience between both these players has been phenomenal.
So far, so good. Like,
Weighing your options, thinking about turns, not playing how I do and just rush plays.
don't just throw things on the table and see what sticks.
That's me. I'm like, all right, let's go. Windmill slam it. Let's mill my quest. That's probably why I don't ever win with that deck. All right.
Mill the quest, win anyway.
I'm curious to see if he's going to go for the quest here. He can complete it.
I don't see why he wouldn't. Okay, so what was that he picked up? That was
the
Scale Hide?
Yeah. Which that card is staple in this deck. Okay, get a bunch of 4 attack minions. Oh, and he gets something from Death Lord. This is where the deck gets very scary. Comes out. Ferryman,
That's a Ferryman. That's actually probably one of the best things you can hope for when he cracks that Death Lord. To be honest with you, like from Mike Lowe's side,
Oh, I didn't
because
get the power off.
Yeah, it could have been something with charge. It could have been.
Man,
it could have. This Shadow Reaper.
The secret nerf to Quest Rogue from them all being 5 attack to 4 attack.
Yeah, that's a shame. That feels bad. He's probably over there thinking,
like, damn it.
Like, Blizzard, why did you do this to
Blizzard,
me?
you knew this would happen in my career. It would come down to this.
What about...
Do you scream here?
I don't think so. I think the screams are so precious, and it's not like Navillus doesn't have so much reload. I think he just plays the statue.
Yeah, the statue's fine.
Starts cleaning up some stuff.
Start gaining life, doing a big kill on those mans.
Yeah, he kind of has to.
And you got the Twilight, so you kind of want that to be dead before you Twilight Call.
Yeah. So he's going for the scream, though.
I mean, it's not bad. That's a lot of damage.
I think screaming the Lotheb into Navilus's deck is a mistake.
Oh yeah, Lotheb hurts.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
he has to complete the quest.
Yeah, he has a big full heal coming, so that feels pretty good.
This is the way Hearthstone was meant to be played. 2 quest decks going at it. Well, man, Giggles is so good with the quest.
Ah, man, that's another spicy pull from that Death Lord. Like, from Mike's perspective. Like, it's another battle cry that gets negated.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. Oh, does he brew back Giggles?
Yes.
I love it. I love that play.
That's the OP thing to do in Standard right now. Like, you know how much Quest Rogue is on ladder in Standard?
I've heard that. I haven't played Standard in a few months, but Rod's been complaining about it.
Yeah, it's a little obnoxious.
Freeze that man. He wants to get value off that before he brews. Death never gonna get any value. That's sad. All right.
Just throwing up Amara Zola just to kind of stop the bleeding here.
Yeah. Maybe get another Scream. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Ooh, Light Bomb's good too.
Light Bomb's better than Scream. Much better than Scream in this context.
You just got to break all those Giggle shields.
Yeah. Let's look at the list real quick. I'm curious to see how many Light Bombs, how many Light Bombs Mike has in his deck. He just has the 1.
So yeah, he just has 1 more Light Bomb.
Yep.
He should be playing 4.
As many copies as is legally allowed.
This is an interesting turn for Navillus too. You have to wonder, do you break the Divine Shields? Does he worry about Light Bomb?
I don't know if he sees Light Bomb coming.
Okay. Ooh.
That's a
Valeria is disgusting. She is really gross.
You cannot.
So he's Valerian with a with an 8-card hand. Okay, so he's not going to overdraw. That's good.
No.
That's good for Navillus.
I've also done that many a time.
Yeah.
So let's see. You can light bomb.
He kind of has to. He has to do something to contest this board. If he light bombs, Navillus just fires back with more small stuff. Like he's let's see if Navillus can just push lethal next turn. He's got Ferryman, Brewmaster.
He did mill a boar.
He's got a boar and a South Sea in hand right now, though. So he's got 12 damage if you include the Shadow Reflection plus the 2 bouncers. So he's got 20 just on deck. Plus he can vanish for even more shenanigans.
Yeah,
He's gonna
have to.
Yeah.
It's too scary. And then you can play a Death Lord for some protection if you want. Just say statue. Statue kind of does similar.
He has the coin too. He can consider. It might make sense to statue just to try to get as much juice out of this light bomb as possible.
I like it. All right, Valera. You have a lot
He
of
picked
cards.
up another. What did he pick up there? Another Gadgets and Ferryman. So
Another Ferryman.
right, because he had the other Ferryman screamed back into the deck. So that means 24 max burst right there.
4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That should be lethal, right? If he plays the boar with the hero power on the other boar. Ferryman the boar.
So he's got South Sea boar, Shadow Reflection boar. So that's 12 plus 3 bounces. So that's 6 times 4. And he still
And then
he
he'll
still
have
has
3
to
on
deal with the
board.
he still has to deal with the Obsidian statue.
Okay,
Let's see.
yeah. He's in the life too.
Yeah. So he's got
So is he 4 off?
he's 4 off. Yeah. He's just gonna press though. Like
You can be
play the
somewhat
Shadow Reflection.
Yeah, you can bounce one, and I'd like to see him not play it, just because you have to be worried about screams. But
Just apply pressure. Like I think he did the math here. He's got
That's fine.
boar, Shadow Reflection plus 2 bouncers. So
Yeah.
he has a lethal setup.
that's a scary board.
Tragic.
Yeah. And there's the light bomb to clean that up.
Hey, he can Amara though. He's got 2 coins.
Oh yeah,
That's good. I like that.
Mike's got that crack back.
All right, heal the 40 again.
That's some resilience from this quest priest.
Oh man, Sonya. Do you play another Sonya?
Sonya's just so dirty. I don't think he needs to. Just
I'm just
scale
saying
hides
he
it
has
down.
the ability to if he wanted.
Oh god, that is true. That is so gross.
Sonya's so icky.
Then not scale hide. That's interesting. You just
Yeah.
bounce the Sonya?
Good. He wants to get out the minions that don't hit his face. I like that.
That's interesting.
You have to. This is like a weird spot for Navillus because you want to apply enough pressure to where he has to do something, but you can't like go too far in because he does have screams.
Right. 40 life is a very comfortable life total as well.
40 life's a good life total to be at.
Yeah, no kidding.
The good old 10 more than your starting health.
So he's got 16 damage. Navillus has 16 damage in hand, 28 total for the resources he has currently.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the Shadow Reflection, so 32.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Frostmourne,
I love it.
he's going after the Sonya.
Yeah, you want to get that Sonya back? Get more Sylvanuses? I love it. Seems fine. What do you pull up? Another bounce. Weird that deck plays a lot of bounce effects.
So Mike's really grasping though. Like his best hope is fatiguing Navillus, but he doesn't have the resources to survive at this point.
That's definitely the way he's gonna have to try and win.
Yeah.
Just the pure like value of the Valera hero power is insane.
Yeah, he's just gonna get buried under it, and Mike doesn't have enough time to develop his own Shadow Reaper. Yeah, sees the writing on the wall there too.
He could bounce one if he wants. If he bounces one, he gets to redouble it next turn. Also, well, he has the deckhand, so it doesn't matter too much.
So he can vanish and replay boars, and just keep hitting him. Looks like what he's doing. Yeah, he's gonna vanish and replay the boars.
Sure.
Or the scale hides.
Yeah,
that
makes more sense. Gotta play another minion. No, in a mill. All right. Still a scary spot.
So I'm thinking you can, like, if you're Mike, hero power your face, play Shadow Reaper. I don't know, maybe not Shadow Reaper.
Yeah, you probably just need to heal. Do you play Tharson? Yeah.
You need to do something. You need to do some big stuff. There's Thorson.
He's got a lot of damages coming his way. A lot of face hits.
Yep. Navillus overdraws that Lothab.
Ooh, man, that's gonna bite him in the butt. We know that's exactly what he wants. This has to be. Pretty sure this is just lethal. So many boars, and he has the 1 mana charge man. Got a few bounces.
Yeah, he's got 12 damage and bounces alone. Yeah.
Does he have the board
That's
space?
The board space is irrelevant with the bouncers.
Oh yeah, because they just bounce him.
Yeah.
Drink with me, friend.
Oh, he doesn't have the mana.
He is 2 off.
We can hit with with his weapon, put him to
Yeah.
1. But still, now he's got a board full of a bunch of 4/4s.
So if Mike Lowe draws that light bomb,
Ooh, he could heal 1 with the ooze, which is pretty good. Shadow step.
Shadow
Okay.
Step.
He could ooze and then heal with the ooze again.
I don't think that's the way you think it does, Saucy.
He could Shadow Word Death his Thaurissan, or he could Shadow Word Death Sylvanas.
I have no time.
Shadow Death Sylvanas is...
Get a charger.
I guess that's the plan there. Ooh, that doesn't have charge, though.
He gets back a taunt with his weapon, doesn't he?
I believe so. I think he has
2
the Wax
health.
Elemental.
Well played.
But
You're
there's
faced
not
with the
much else he
weapon.
can really do here. Just hit him.
Oh,
Oh, well, he knows.
well, that's a shame. That's a shame.
Crazy games, though. But, I mean, Quest Rogue did the thing Quest Rogue wants to do.
That is true. But we didn't get to see the Benedictus either.
I know.
I'm sorry to break your heart, Saucy.
I'm gonna just have to have Mike play some games and me spectate it. Do we want to set up a call for some interviews here?
Definitely.
Do you want to set that up, or should I try and do it?
I think you've got the. It's gonna work better on your end
All right,
because
cool.
you're the
Let me
OBS.
do this. All right, let me do this here. Do. All right, I'm gonna go to this. All right, let me try and make a call happen with these friendos. Give me 1 second.
Sounds good.
Discord's not my friend. All right, let me do this. I'm so bad at Discord. I'm literally the worst at Discord. Mike Lowe, Navillus, Numbers. That's your name. Are we not friends on here? Oh, we have to be actual friends. Wait, we are. What the crap?
I think you have to start a new call.
I'm trying to, but it's not letting me. All right, here we go. Keith. All right, I'm going to have to end this call to make another one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Beep, beep, beep. All right. I'm the worst at Discord. I don't know why they let me do this kind of stuff. Mike. Lowe. Keith. Numbers. And what's their name? Navillus. Create group. There we go. We did
Hello,
it,
everybody.
Reddit. Hey!
Howdy, howdy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sweet.
Yes.
Guys, those are some crazy games.
I'm. It was pretty intense.
Excellent job, guys.
Yeah, awesome job, Mike. Then you had me on the ropes quite a few times. Very nice.
Yeah, there's some stressful moments.
Yes. There
So
was.
how did you guys feel about the deck building challenges this week?
Mike, why don't you go first? Is Mike on the line right now?
He should be.
Okay.
I see him.
I'll go. I will go until he jumps on. I loved them actually. Especially the popper decks. That was just fun. I made 3 different popper decks. I made a mech rogue. I made the inner fire priest that you saw tonight, and I also made a popper mech paladin as well. I'll put those online as well. They're both all really fun, but I think the inner fire one just had the best potential to take out any deck, and it worked for me tonight. So I was pumped when that happened. I was like, oh my word, I did it.
Yeah,
so,
I was super impressed with that deck, the Inner Fire Priest.
Yeah, my special tech was Stormwind Knight. That's just that charge minion. Yeah. So anyway, but it was a fun deck. It was. I'm glad it came together there and everything.
It looked like the kind of thing you can recommend to anyone playing, anyone starting out playing on ladder because of how cheap that deck is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you all you need to do to really, I mean, you know this, to make that deck really competitive, is to get the what's the card? The
Shadow
one that
Visions.
lets you, Shadow Visions. Thank you. And it's an epic, so all you need is really 2 epics to make that deck so much better than what it is. And you can see it's really good. But yeah, that deck I was trying to make it more of a. If you look at the list with the Shadow Ascendants and Dire Moles, I was trying to make it like an aggro combo-ish, just in case the combo pieces didn't get together, I could get damage through as well.
Yep.
But
hold down the board while trying to draw your combo pieces, and the more damage you do to your opponent, the easier the combo gets because you need fewer pieces.
Exactly. But so the popper decks, and Mike and I were talking about this too, just like the challenge of finding the decks to do, because with the Boomsday Goblin versus Gnomes and the classic set just being all mechs. Well, not all mechs, but it's mech centric, so I knew it was going to be facing mechs. And then when we both like queued up Paladin right away, I knew it was I knew. Yes.
Yeah.
You saw my hand. It was like all 7 drops or 7 5 drops, and I mulliganed, and then it was all 4 5 drops. I'm like, wow, this will be fast, and it was.
Yeah, the two of you, like looking at Mike's opening hand, like just jamming mech warpers, and like just put so much on the table starting out. And looking at your hand, it was so tragic, right? Because you didn't have anything to do for the first few turns.
Oh, I had to coin out that minion, the what is it called, the magnetic whatever. I can't remember the name, but it's the 2/4
Noia module.
Yeah.
Noia
Yes,
module.
yeah. I had to coin that out on turn 3. That hurt. Let me tell you, I felt that.
Yeah, Mike's
Yeah.
start in that game with the mirror and the paladins was insane. Just getting the mech warper into mech warper was bananas.
When you can do that, when your decks are, it feels so busted when you do that. When he did that, I was like, well, that's pretty much game right there.
Yeah.
But
It's like, what are you going to do as a paladin against that? It's like, all right, well, I guess I just let him play 3-mana Ziliax.
yeah, I was just like, he has a, yeah, exactly. And I was just like, this next turn is going to really, 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 really hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like Mike Lowe's got a little bit of a technical issue with his mic right now, so he's not currently audible. Let's see if we can work around that a little bit.
So I have to be honest. Sorry, Navillus, but I was definitely rooting against you in the priest mirror just because I wanted to see Benedictus so bad.
Oh, he doesn't know though. He did.
I didn't know. I did not know about that.
Yeah, he's playing Benedictus, and I wanted it so very badly. Every game I'm rooting for Mike just because of that. I was like, man, I need to see Benedictus. Before the game started, I was just saying, man, I need Benedictus in my life. He's one of my favorite cards. But
Mike's chiming in on the chat too. Like he wanted to see it. Like he's jumping up and down.
He just never came to the party, as he does.
I tell you what, I lost last week to Minron's head. I couldn't lose to Benedictus this week. And
you could totally lose to Benedictus. Don't you lie. You could totally lose.
At least I would lose in epic fashion. So I mean,
there you go. There you go. Speaking of which, man, that quest rogue matchup against the quest priest, like there were so many points where we were just like, man, we were rooting for the hero, and the hero was Archbishop Benedictus. Now, when can you say that?
Yeah,
really.
I know. I figured I was debating between bringing quest priest myself. It would be a non-Benedictus version, or maybe it would have been because I might have talked to Rod Johnson about that. But anyway, but I was thinking like if he brings quest priest, quest rogue should be good against it. Should be good against it. And but like there was so much math in that matchup, and I think I missed lethal a couple of times. I'm not sure. I have to go back and watch. Just
we were actually counting like whether or not you had lethal and lethal setups throughout the match. So you actually played it pretty well.
Yeah, I thought you played it expertly. It was very.
It really the part that had us on edge though was when you were ramping up with the novice engineers and you almost overdrew it.
Yeah, I was keeping track of that actually. I was watching. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I saw you going for the engineer. I was like, no, my heart can't take it.
Like I think you almost put Saucy in the hospital.
I almost had a heart attack. I was like, no, not like this.
I did mess up though because I did overdraw the
boar.
No, not the boar. The boar. I mean, that kind of did hurt, didn't it? Well, it didn't hurt me in the end, thankfully. But the 5-mana 5/5 that makes your opponent's Lotheb. Yeah, Lotheb. Sorry, it's past midnight where I am, so
you're good.
My mind is like, what are these cards' names? But yeah, Lotheb. Because I wanted that actually, because I was gonna play that so I could kind of protect it from, if he had another Dragonfire or whatever, that I could just like
Psychic
throw that
screens.
down, throw a board down. Psychic. I'm like, and then I would win the next turn, and then I should have played another minion because I forgot the shadow reflection would come in my hand, and so after I hit end turn, I was like, oh snap! I'm like, I'm gonna get punished, and I did win though, thankfully. But I was thinking like, I just lost because of that. I really thought so. I thought he had me honestly. After that, it was a very tight match. He played very very well in that, and
yeah, made the most of what he had, definitely. Like, he was holding on to Psychic Scream, Light Bomb. Like, he knew that if he used those cards and you had to reload, he was just done. So he had to fight back on that. Or at least that was my take on it. If Mike's still on the call, he can chime in, too. I
tell you, when we were playing the Priest Mirror, well, we were both playing Priest. He got Dust Dragon off of that 8. Oh, my word.
Yeah.
Like,
when he went
WoW, when he went WoW, I'm like, he has that, and he did.
Yeah, Mike's chiming in. He's saying, he held him as long as he could. Like he knew that if he pulled the trigger on him, he would lose.
Yes, it was good matches. Mike played very well. I like his zoo list a lot. I'll have to get that list and everything. But when I saw him playing Warlock, I'm like, it's gonna be Zoo because Zoo would have a lot of good basics and and commons and for the classic set and everything. It'd be very powerful.
I think that was a good choice too. The Warlock is cool because, like I was talking about, the Cabal Chemist is like exceptionally good in Warlock because you get a lot more choices. I mean, he got the Freezing Potion, which wasn't the best potion to get off of it, but there's a lot of good choices in Warlock for a popper deck.
For sure. Yeah. So I'm really interested to watch the matches for the rest of the week, just to see the popper decks that kind of come out and everything. And I was trying to bring something different. It was really a toss up between the inner fire popper and the popper mech rogue I played. So but yeah, so those were like, but it worked out well. So I enjoyed it. It was fun trying to think of outside the box, because you're like, oh, what about this? Because I was talking to a friend who was like, what about Death Lord? I'm like, yeah, Death Lord. I was like, wait, that's a rare.
Yeah.
You know.
I think
Can you play Iron Sensei in the popper mech deck for Rogue?
I think he's a
Iron
rare.
I think he's a rare.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a rare.
Yeah.
I think the Quest Rogue was an excellent idea, a good pick, because even in the games that I casted before this, they each brought Quest Priest as well, and Quest Rogue just wants to eat up those slow grindy decks. So I think it was a good bring.
I figured it would be Quest Rogue would be good against a popper deck as well, just because I think the power level, and then also with I figured a lot of priests were going to be played. So and then I was like, yeah, Quest Rogue is good with that, and then I figured a mech deck would happen. I was hoping one of my other decks would counter the mech deck, because the mech deck could get out of hand. It depends on which class it's with.
Yeah, I think the Quest Rogue is something you play if you were just interested in winning. Like, that list looked like it was 2 cards off of the standard list.
Yeah, I think I was talking to a friend. We were going back and forth between different one, because we played Wax Elementals in it. I'm not sure what set that's from.
That's Catacombs,
and then I think it's the Youthful Broodmasters. That's not a standard. No, is that Youthful, or is it some Gadgets and Ferryman?
Yeah, that's from Mean Streets.
Yeah, so we had that in there. And then I had a couple. I had an Elemental package, but I took that out and just I'm just gonna play the cheaper minions that I can play and scale hide and just go with it from there.
Yeah.
And Giggling Inventor, of course, because that's just you just play Giggling Inventor in every deck now.
Yeah, that list is pretty tight, by the way. Like, I've actually been thinking to myself if Quest Rogue is something that's even viable in Wild as a ladder deck, given all the other things that you can play in Wild. It makes sense. Like, I think your list is pretty tight.
Thanks. Yeah, I can't take all credit. Matt at Arms helped me a lot with it too. Me and him were going back and forth between several cards, and that's what I settled on. I think it's a pretty tight list. And so if you're not fixing a lot of Star Liner Druid on ladder,
no, you are.
Yeah.
You are.
It really depends on where you are, though. Like, I play top 100 Legend, right? Nobody's playing Starliner Druid top 100 Legend up until you get to or between 1 and 10, and then there's all this counter queuing shenanigans that people do with each other that's kind of obnoxious. But in my experience, the combo Druid decks are not as prevalent as I thought they would be. It's really strange.
I haven't seen a lot, but every time I go to play it on ladder, I'm in that rank between 5 to 3 range. I kind of bounce around because I'm kind of messing around right now. Like, every time I switch back to it, I'm like, oh, I'm seeing a lot of these decks. I switch to it, then it's like I face every deck that's teched against it.
Yep.
Dirty Rats, Death Lords.
So I hit Legend with a deck I called Only Beats Druid because I was only seeing Druid, and it was just double Dirty Rat, double Demonic Project, double Death Lord, and that's what I would do. I just farm Druid, and it was 90% win rate to Legend because I was only playing against Starliner Druid.
you hit the meta right.
Yeah, it's just screw it. If this is what you guys want to do, I'm just gonna pull all your crap.
There's a lot of that in Wild, really. There are so many opportunities to take advantage of weird trends in the metagame like that. If you're going to do it in any format, it's going to be in this one.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw Raffle. I believe it was Raffle that I first saw playing it right after Boomsday, and I'm like, I'm going to try this deck. And I cruised from rank 12 to rank 5 because I took a 2-month break, so I came back with Boomsday, and I went from rank 12 to rank 5 with an 80% win rate with that deck. That's how insane it was. And the only time I lost is because I messed up, and
it's easy to do.
And I was just because no one was teching against it. So I felt like I had a cheat code playing Hearthstone. I really did. I'm just like, this is stupid.
Yep.
I was running on turn 5. I was playing, 30 mana worth of cards on turn 5. And it that was consistently too. And
Yep.
I'm just, but anyway, it's a good deck. I'm glad the meta's correcting itself now because it's nice when, and there'll be a time where Star Liner Druid rears its head again,
Yep.
and we'll have to go back to Death Lords.
Maybe it'll be in this tournament.
Who knows? Who knows? And so we may see it, and it's a good deck. But anyway, but yeah. So I think if it wasn't for that, Quest Rogue could be a viable thing on the ladder. If you're not seeing it, play Quest Rogue. It's
Yeah, it looks good tonight.
I know it gets a bad rap, but then again, most things in WoW are doing broken things too, so it's on par. So
Yeah, it's kind of the point, right?
Yep.
Exactly. But I appreciate you guys casting. I'm looking forward to going back watching the VODs and hearing you point out all my mistakes and everything. I'm just kidding. No, I do learn from these things. I do appreciate you guys taking the time and.
Yeah, and you guys, great playing tonight. You guys both played fantastically. It's just sometimes your Quest Priest lines up against Quest Rogue.
Yeah, sometimes that I queued into the right deck, I guess, and
That's great.
And everything. As long as I didn't lose to Benedictus tonight, so I'm happy about that.
But Navillus, congratulations again on your win, your victory.
Thank you. Good games, Mike. I know you're listening and everything, so he's a good friend of mine. I appreciate him. He's a great guy. So go give him a follow. He's also the United Hearthstone League commissioner too. So go check out United Hearthstone League on Twitter, and that's gonna be starting up soon as well. So
yeah, he's throwing in the GGs in the chat there. So just to throw out the info for Mike Lowe's affiliations here, you can catch him on Twitter at ML Streams, on Twitch at twitch.tv/ML Streams. And I know the UHL has its own URL, but I don't really have that up. I'm sure if you follow Mike Lowe at ML Streams, you'll see the stuff for the UHL. He retweets that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, follow him one way or another. Yeah, definitely. Tell us about you, Navillus. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at WhatTheDeckHS. I do some content stuff there. I kind of taken a break for it, but I'm about to start that up again too. I do like these 2-minute videos just talking about a deck real quick, just to give people the quick, dirty rundown of the deck, you would say. And then I have some other content things in the works as well, so stay tuned for that. But at WhatTheDeckHS on Twitter, that's the best place to find me, to ask me questions, to you want to be friends on Hearthstone, that's fine too. Just hit me up like, hey, I'm down for battling and all that stuff. So
awesome.
Sounds good. All right. Well, excellent games, guys. You both played very well. Happy to have you. I appreciate you. I appreciate that you appreciate the casting. Everything went really smoothly. I want to thank everybody that's been watching the stream today. You guys are awesome. If you haven't followed Into the Wild HS on Twitch, go ahead and do so. Follow us on Twitch as well. Certainly want to thank Mr. Saucy Mailman for being a good sport at me calling him out for not being a mailman. Yeah,
nice.
Because I know that broke my heart. I want to thank Navillus for not overdrawing that quest.
Thank you.
That literally would have broken my heart. I want to thank Mike Lowe for playing Benedictus, even though it didn't happen, because it at least gave us something to talk about.
It made my heart happy, so that's what matters.
Yes, and I want to thank everyone out there in TV land. Hope you guys stay classy. Twitch. The next game is going to be, today's Tuesday, so Thursday, with Danny Donuts versus Get Meowth, which is kind of a clash of the titans. Holy smokes!
I'm gonna be watching that one.
Man, I think I don't know what plans I have on Thursday, but I'm probably going to
cancel them. Yeah, screw those people.
All right. Well, everyone on Twitch. Yes. All right. Well, thank you again, Michael. Thank you, Navillus. Thank you, Saucy Mailman. I'll thank myself. Keith Numbers.
Thank you, me.
Everybody. Thank you, me, and thank you, Wild Hearthstone community, for having us. We appreciate you. Hope everyone has a wonderful evening.
Take care, everyone.